everyone. Thanks again, once again, for tuning into Porch Talk. One thing about parenting is there is no official manual anyway. There are different parenting books that you can read, but nobody knows from A to Z, this is the winning formula. So it's a kind of thing that you have to kind of wing it. Now, I want to say to all parents that you'll never be ready to be a parent. However, there is a such thing as being prepared, though. You can be ill-prepared for parenting. That is a fact. And you must plan to have children. If you don't, it happens. It's happened to many of us. Planning for parenthood, it's like, let's say there's a tumbling ball. You're always behind that ball. But when you don't plan, you're trying to outrun that ball, and it's steady growing, like running down a snow hill. So you want to be prepared. But here's the thing. What about parents that like to live through their children? We've all seen it. You got that parent that wanted to be on the star basketball team, and they're giving their kids hell, or football, or they want to be a dancer, actor, engineer, doctor, whatever it is, and they put it on their kids. I know growing up, my dad wanted me to do a lot of stuff that I just didn't want to do. So you really have to make sure, no matter what, as long as it's feasible and it's sensible, support your children in what they want to do, because that's what they're going to do well in. That's what they're truly going to make you proud in. That's what's going to save you headache from pulling out your hair. It's just better for everybody all around. So that's my brief take on it for the moment.
Okay, right. Now, the whole parent pulling out their hair is the least of my concern. What you don't want the child to do is become depressed.
Yes.
To become rebellious.
Yes.
To become resentful. Or to be angry because you're forcing something on them. Now, yeah, they can be good at it, but if they're not passionate about it, you know, the moment they can hit the out button, then they will. But yeah, I mean, you want them to have fun, and, you know, don't live through them. They're not you. They may not even take on your characteristics. They may take on characteristics of their grandmother or the other parent. You had your time, and it didn't work out for you. You failed for whatever reason. But don't force that on a kid.
No.
You know, not if you truly love them. A real parent, okay? Not somebody that just had a child, but a real parent wouldn't push that misery on their child.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, I could be the biggest football fan, but if my son loves basketball, I love it too.
Right.
I'm not going to push my daughter. For example, dance was my first love. Greatly. My daughter kind of followed that. And if she wouldn't, I wouldn't be spending $7,000 a year on her dance tuition. Damn sure wouldn't be doing that. But because that's her passion, I do. And because I can relate, I'm happy. But if she would have took on something else like piano or violin or acting, drama, debate, whatever it is, I'm going to support her if that makes her happy. Long as they are focused on something besides getting into trouble, that's all that should be important. The whole parent, you know, your hair can fall out to your goddamn ball. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? You're grown, but don't push a child into a depressive state or a negative state because you want to live through them. They're not you. You had your shot and you missed. So, you know, let them have a shot at life, at what makes them happy. Because at the end of the day, it's not your life. They will move on.
Yes.
And the first time they can hit the deuces button on your ass, they will.
Yes.
So don't drive them away. Drive them to you. But that's for the real parents. And real parents will relate to what I just said.
Yeah, I don't like to put pressure on my children. I do want them to be well-rounded, you know, basic things like that has nothing to do with necessarily what they're going to be when they're growing up. Like, yes, you have to clean up, and yes, you need chores and stuff like that. You need some form of discipline, but just being all over the kid, barking. You know, some of us can bark so much, you would think you're a yard dog in the hood. For real. You just around your kid barking all day, and it is ineffective. Two, you also need to not read into things. For example, when I was a kid, my parents had a keyboard. At the time, we were staying on the west side of Detroit, and they had a keyboard in the front room. And I would go down like any kid, you know, would probably makes noises and play on the keys. Well, my dad instantly thought, oh, we should give her piano lessons. I was taking piano lessons, I want to say, till 16, and I was over it. Like, I just wasn't interested in it. It's a beautiful instrument, yes. It's a wonderful talent to have. I can't argue with that, but it's not for me. It wasn't until the day that my dad said, I'm not going to waste any more money if you're not interested in it. I was like, well, I'm not interested in it. And I was able to get up out of that. But yeah, for years, at least 8 years, just doing this thing that I didn't want to do. Now, it didn't make me depressed, but it was very aggravating having to sit down and practice with some stuff I just didn't want to do.
It was bold and selfish.
Yeah, it is. But you have parents that, you know, and that's not to down my parent. It's just to say, when you know better, you do better. And some parents aren't aware. They just want so badly for their kids to do well, or they think this will make them some money, or whatever they're thinking. They really don't consider the child. So that's something you want to be aware of as well.
Think about the kid first, not self first. That's out of order.
Yeah.
As a parent, we think about the child first.
Yes.
And then ourselves next.
Yes. Thanks again, once again, for tuning in to Porch Talk. Catch you next time. Bye. Make sure you choose Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk to feed your entertainment needs. And you can do that by following us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you like this video and share it with all your family and friends. Tag somebody in it, why don't you? And don't forget to comment down below and let us know how you feel. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. That's right. You'll catch us every week. Looking forward to see you again next time. Bye.